Hola amigos y amigas, bienvenidos a este espacio nuevamente. Estamos acompañados por un nuevo luchador que accedió el llamado y esta vez se trata de Francesco Akira, The Crown of Fire de New Japan, miembro de United Empire. Welcome Francesco, it's nice to have you here.
Hola a todos. Thank you very much for having me here.
Bienvenido. It's nice to have you here. We want to discuss some stuff, do some questions to you. Last time we saw each other was at Auto City, if I'm not wrong.
Wrestle Kingdom season.
Yeah, so you had a busy start, Wrestle Kingdom, challenging for the IWGP Junior belts, then challenging El Desperado for the singles belt too. So we want to discuss that and, many things that are coming for you in New Japan with the Best of the Super Juniors next month. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm very excited.
Thank you so much. Okay, but before going to New Japan, you've been in Japan, the country, for quite some time now. And you first did a tour with All Japan in 2019. You had 2 years of your career with All Japan, and you even managed to win the All Japan World Junior Heavyweight Championship. So what can you tell us about that time of your career and what memories do you have of that stage?
So firstly, that was my first big breakout in pro wrestling, because it's the first time that wrestling became my job. And I came all the way from Italy to Japan, initially just for 2 months, that became 2 years with All Japan. And I lived in the dojo with a room with 6 people. At the time it was hard, very hard. We train every day, do all the core that dojo requires, but it's a process that I don't regret for sure, and I'm very proud I did, because it made me the wrestler I am today. It taught me a lot. I trained with Jun Akiyama, Tajiri, and I had an amazing, preparation. And it was a really, really good time. Then also it was my first big win in my career, the tournament and then the championship. So it put me on the map, I think.
That's great. Then when your chapter with All Japan ended, New Japan surprised everyone, announcing you for the Best of the Super Juniors 29, and also that you were the newest member of United Empire, which at the time was the faction led by Will Ospreay. So, you had your first participation in arguably the best or more prestigious tournament for light heavyweights or junior wrestlers in the world, and you managed to make 8 points, which means 4 wins in your first tournament. That's not bad at all. So what memories do you have of that first tour with New Japan?
It was like a dream come true. It was like I always dream about joining New Japan, because even if All Japan is great, it's more focused on heavyweight, but New Japan has a lot of focus on junior heavyweight too. Best of Super Junior is the best tournament in the world, and I feel like only the best wrestler can do it. So for me, it was like an absolute honor, and to be in the first Italian in it. I didn't close it like good as I wanted, because 8 points is good, but it's not the best. So, but still, it was like a good experience, my first time on the biggest stage. So it was sure a nice experience where I learned a lot.
And you immediately click with TJP after the tournament. You guys defeated, at the time, tag team champs Master Wato and Ryusuke Taguchi, and then won the championships in a second match. And you, as Catch 2 have won the titles 3 times, which is more than many teams have done in history of those belts. Do you have a favorite defense? And what's your current relationship with TJP right now?
That's a good question. I think we had many good title defense, and I think at the time Catch 2 brought life back to a division that used to be very sick, with Apollo 55, Golden Lovers, and Shelly, and all the other teams, Motoshiki and Kushida. And like one of my favorite defense, I think it was Sapporo against Doki and Kanemaru when they were still just 5 guys, because maybe because it was one of the first time also that the crowd was allowed back to clap. So it was really amazing, and I think the match is one of my favorite match. My relationship with TJP now is we're still close. It's still United Empire, but I think he's going for another direction now, and I'm going for another direction. So even if Kachetu was a good team, we are the second longest reigning team in New Japan history. But now we have two different directions, so we have to take it.
It seems fair. United Empire it's a big faction, so not every member has to stick on what they used to do. So if you have a new direction, it's okay and healthy for both of your careers to go that way. So now that I mentioned United Empire, you were involved in several big matches and key matches with the faction. Which one do you remember most fondly?
I think for sure the cage match. When we did the cage match against War Dogs, it was really a war. And we didn't, unfortunately, even if it's not good to say, but we didn't came out as the team we used to be from that match, because then Osprey left and then things didn't go as well as it used to be. So I think the cage match was a key match, maybe in a bad way, but also like in a good way, because it was Will Ospreay last match in New Japan. I was part of it, so I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, it was indeed a breaking point for United Empire. You guys already technically lost Aussie Open. Then Ospreay also went to AJPW. That's right. And now I want to enter to the Best of the Super Juniors. Next month, we have a new edition of the tournament. We know you will be competing. We don't know the blocks yet. That might come by the time of Dontaku, most likely. Yeah. So, what are your expectations for this year? And who do you consider might be the most dangerous of the participants in the lineup?
I think so. As right now, I'm the only member of the United Empire in. There's one guy from CMLL. I don't know if it's Templari or not yet. But I'm the only member, so I have a lot of my shoulder. I'm gonna represent United Empire. So from this year, I wanted to be of course I want to win, but more than that, I want to show what I can really be able to do. I did show it against Desperado in my match in March. I earned his respect. Now it's my time to earn everybody's respect and put myself on the map again. And win it or not winning, it's not really what matters, but being the MVP of the tournament is what I want. And if I have to say someone that might be dangerous, I mean, of course, Despe is on fire right now, and we can say Fujita is another hungry young guy. Wato, Doki's not in this year, and then there's guy from AW Nick Wayne. And then Kevin, that is signed with AEW too. I know he's going to represent both New Japan and AEW. And Kevin is a very, very good athlete, so I'm looking forward to wrestle with him.
Thank you for your early analysis of the tournament. And now that you mentioned Despe, yes, you had a title match, which was your first time challenging for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship at the anniversary show, which is one of the biggest shows of New Japan, not only because of the scale, but also because it's the anniversary show. So it was an important stage for your career, and you revisit one match that you had 2 years ago, and the storytelling of the match was, kind of similar to that match before. So how do you feel after that match, and what are your thoughts of Despi as a competitor? Right now, he's leading the division.
Right now he's the best in the division. There's no doubt about it. I wanted to take that title from him, but I wasn't ready at the time. Still, it's my first time challenging, first time Italian challenge, and especially at the anniversary event. I was the semi-final in an event that also saw the last challenge of Tanahashi-san at the IWGP heavyweight title. So for me, it was very honor, but not only that, it was like finally my work paid off. And maybe it took a while. It took like a long time since I came to New Japan. Honestly, I don't care. It took time because I became three-time tag champion, Super Junior Tag League winner, and Tokyo Dome. So I was busy doing something else. Now the match didn't go as I wanted, but I feel like I put the first step down in the right path. I have to train more. I have to get more stronger in order to beat him. But I feel like I'm on the right path.
That's great. Now going back to your mention of Templario, we don't know if he's going to be on the lineup, but you know he is the member of the United Empire in CMLL, which is a big partner of New Japan, and you had the opportunity to compete in there 2 years ago, if I'm not wrong, during the Grand Prix. You were with TJP there. So how was your experience during the Grand Prix with CMLL, and if you have any interest on returning to Mexico to compete with them?
Oh yeah, I would love to go back to Mexico. I loved my time in Mexico, and CMLL and Arena Mexico is probably one of the best arena I ever been to. It's like one of the loudest arena. I still remember when we did the Grand Prix. They played like the army came out and played the national anthem of Mexico, and I had like a, how do you say, chicken skin, like when you're like excited, like nervous.
Goosebumps.
Yes, goosebumps. Sorry, I had so goosebumps and like goosebumps. And then they announced Mystico, and the crowd, I couldn't hear. My ears were painful as much as he was like popular. So I loved Mexico and CMLL. I visit Puebla, Guadalajara, and Arena Coliseo. And actually, Templario, I believe, is the guy that eliminated me from Grand Prix, because he gave me like a power bomb from the top rope that still hurts nowadays. But it was the guy that eliminated me. So I didn't expect him to join United Empire. But I know he's a very, very good wrestler, a very, very good senshu. And like senshu in Japanese is like wrestler or like athlete. So I cannot wait to see him challenging Despe. I know it can be hard, but you never know. There's always can be an upset.
Yeah, I'm sure that the fans in CMLL and also, you know, the people in the managing team of CMLL will be happy to have you over again. Also, during this beginning of the year, we saw a very emotional moment when your brother visited you in Japan. There was these pictures of him, you know, in the entrance of United Empire, I believe in Noto City, where he was doing the crowns sign with his hands, and all the Empire, you know, pose with him. Very touching. Can we say that he's an honorary member of United Empire?
For sure. Yeah. If Sami Zayn is the honorary member of the bloodline, for sure my brother is the honorary member of the United Empire. Accepted by everybody. No doubt.
Oh, that's great. And, you know, people might not understand this, but wrestlers, you know, like wrestling, like any other profession, if you have to do it outside of your country, you might have to, you know, left your family, friends, people you love. In this case, how important was for you to have your family with you this time?
Is one of the probably the moments that I'm most proud of in my career. They already came in Tokyo Dome, my first time in Tokyo Dome 3 years ago. But they came again this year, and I feel like this was more special because this time I was able to take care of them. Like my mom helped me a lot when I was All Japan and I was making so little money that she used to send me money to survive. But now it's my time to give back, and I was really proud and that I could do that. And then they came out for a month and we enjoyed Japan, and my brother of course loved the Tokyo Dome and Ota, and he had like spent some time in the backstage with the boys too. So it was really, really happy moment, and I cannot wait to see them again and bring them over here again.
That's great, man. I hope that they have an amazing time with you when they have the chance to visit you again. Now going a little bit outside of wrestling, now that we're talking about your family and stuff like that, we want to know more about you. Francesco, the person, not only Francesco, the sensu. So, can you tell us about your hobbies? What you usually do in your daily life when you don't have a match?
I'm a relaxed guy outside of wrestling. I like a lot of nature, so I like to go hiking or walking. I just bought a bicycle, so I like to take a ride with my bicycle. And then I wish I could buy a pet, but I live by myself, so I cannot take care of like a dog. But I like, yeah, these, and especially I like to go to nice restaurant, not fancy, but like delicious restaurant of every culture, like Mexican, Greek, Japanese, Italian, and Spain, whatever. And that's what I like, meeting friends. Yes, normal stuff.
Oh, that's fair. Now, going back to wrestling, especially with New Japan, you have been able to wrestle many top athletes from all over the world. But is there anyone that you haven't faced yet that you would like to face?
There's a few names. First that came to my mind is Will Ospreay, for sure. I tagged with him, but I never wrestled with him against each other. We were supposed to wrestle against each other back in Italy before I joined even All Japan, maybe, I believe. Yeah, even before I joined All Japan, I was supposed to wrestle him in Italy, but I got hurt a week before playing basketball. So I knew I missed a chance there, but then 2 weeks later I met Tajiri and it changed my life. So somehow life always finds a way. And probably Will Ospreay. I'm looking for, if we're in the same block, to face Nick Wayne. And dream match, it's a dream match, will be The Rock. The Rock is my favorite wrestler, so I would love to wrestle The Rock.
Okay, those are, three possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's okay that you say a dream match, because I believe that the trick of this question is always, imagine. It doesn't matter if they have a contract for a specific company. So, that's what our dreams are for. But you mentioned two matches that are possible. Maybe one might happen next month. So fingers crossed for that. And the other one, AEW is partners with Japan. So maybe you can cross the forbidden door. You haven't been in AEW yet.
Yes, exactly. So I would like that too.
Okay. Now that we are in the fourth month of the year and you have done so much in those first 3 months, what would you say are your goals for the remaining of the year, and what do you plan to do to achieve them?
For sure, now being the best in the best of Super Junior, win it, or anyway being the MVP of the tournament. Then after that, when the year started, I know everybody say this is gonna be my year. But I said that I wanted this year to be my rebuild year. I want to build myself, as a wrestler, of course, as a person, learn Japanese, have a bigger body, and train hard in the gym to be ready. Because I think great things require times, requires preparation, and require passion. So yes, I want to take it this year as a preparation year, and for the last remaining time, I want to try to bring Empire back on the map and bring it back to what it used to be, and even more than that.
Okay, wishing you all the best. Thank you for your time, Francesco. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Before closing, do you have any message for your fans watching this?
I appreciate always the support, and I hope they support your channel too, and keep supporting New Japan Pro Wrestling, and especially the United Empire and Crown of Fire, Francesco Akira. I will kill it this year in the best of Super Junior. I will do my best, and I will come out as an MVP of the tournament.
Okay, friends, you have heard the man. Crown of Fire, Francesco Akira is ready to kill it in the best of the Super Juniors. Ok, eso ha sido todo por hoy, amigos. Hasta la próxima.